Savage would have fucking walked over and piled that in his mouth. Yeah, right. These motherfuckers should be sitting there peeing themselves.
Yeah, exactly. So screw you guys.
I'd walk over like 4 shots and be like, come on!
There was that story a few years ago where a guy got beheaded on a bus before he even realized what the hell was happening.
yeah!
It was so fast.
Who fucking said that?
On the Greyhound.
There was a story. There's I don't where was
This
it in
happened in
Canada?
Canada, too.
It was in Canada.
In Canada?
Yes.
Yes.
Somebody went fucking crazy and cut a person's head off on the bus.
Yeah, some
A
carny.
rodeo clown or something.
Yeah,
And then
some carny.
They ran off. Everybody ran off the bus except this person just sitting in the bus with the person's head.
Just sitting there like a fucking psycho.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's like that canary story
Oh,
where an
God.
old lady was looking around the store and a guy came in and cut off her head.
What the
What?
fuck, man?
Yeah.
You ever see that video of the old lady who got like some robber ran and stabbed her in the back of the head with a big knife? And she was like, "Oh, have a nice day." And there's like video footage of her walking, buying. She doesn't realize there's a knife in her head, so she's walking around like buying groceries. There was like a fucking kitchen knife in the back of her head.
I vaguely remember this.
People like screaming. She's like buying, and she's like, "Oh, this is a nice apple. This pear's rotten." And she puts it back, and
Did you
there's a
see a
fucking
video?
kitchen knife in her
Did you
head.
see a video of this like crazy psycho that stabbed this guy in the ass 5 times and left?
In the ass?
What happened with
Yeah,
it?
this guy was just sitting up to him and fucking does this to his ass 5 times and leaves.
Why?
He's like,
Did
the guy's
turds
like
pour
thinking-
out?
He's like trying to figure out what happened. He's like looking back and he's just like holding his. He just walked up and stabbed him in the ass.
Did they catch him?
No, he just ran off. He was
The ass
just like,
stabber got away.
just like that and fucking ran the other way.
What the
and the
hell?
kid like looked back to see what was going on because the guy was just like this, like grabbing his ass.
The ass stabber got away.
Yeah.
Did I ever tell you guys about my old lady, crazy bitch? No. Okay, one time I went on a date with a nice girl in Dublin, and we went to McDonald's and we sat down. I had a really bad day. It was the worst date ever. Anyway, we sat down at McDonald's.
What was
and this-
bad about it?
Just a bad date. Just didn't get on.
Chris was the bad part. What? No.
The rate didn't work. Anyway, we went inside, sat down,
God?
sat down at the table. I was eating my
Ass.
I was eating fries and a burger, and then this fucking I was not eating my ass. And then,
Your applesauce?
no.
Ass what sauce?
I like how that was you at McDonald's. You're like, listen, I'm not doing
When
that.
you started making live leak videos, it said like rate fail. Big letters.
Fuck you guys.
Okay, Chris.
Listen,
Sorry, yeah.
I was sitting at the table with the girl, and then this fucking old bitch walks in, a homeless old lady, and she's like, this is my corner. And I was just like, okay. And then I was looking up at the cash register, and the guys were just like, they saw her but ignored her. And I was like, this is weird. If she's a fucking threat, why aren't they doing anything? She was like, this yours? She pointed out my food, and I was like, yeah. She stuck her hand in it and squeezed it into
What?
like, yeah. I was like, okay. And then I was scared, so I stood up and was like, I'm getting out of here. And that's the end of that story. That's it. Nothing else happened. I can't confront. I cannot confront stuff like that. It's
No.
too scary. It's too predictable. Like,
they're, like,
she'll
mentally-
stick her hand up her pussy, pull out a syringe, and like stick it in you and put AIDS in you or anything.
You know,
You just gotta like
No,
sense
it's-
it and then run after.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you
no, it's
fucking
that-
run away like a coward.
That whole like
don't- you
psycho
don't be a
factor.
hero.
If someone walked up to me and then they were fucking just like started doing something,
Shaving
and
their
like,
hands
yeah,
with
like
your
shaving
food?
your fucking hand off with a ruby, I would just like, I would
Why?
just sit there and accept it. But then I just kind of be like, all right, man.
No, you know what I would do? I would out crazy them, Corey. It's a good idea. So, Corey, be a crazy person. I'll try to out crazy you, okay? I'm sitting on the bus, right? With my big dick
Zach,
out.
I'll do it. If you,
Okay,
okay,
Chris, you
wait,
do it.
Wait, do you want to do it?
I can be crazy.
Okay, be crazy.
I'll be sitting here reading my own book. It's called,
I'd say.
yeah, I'll read my book.
Right. You want to
Yeah.
hear something crazy?
Hey, who are you? Bozo. Beat off, pal. Hey, listen, dumbass, couldn't read. You're talking my fucking ear off, dick.
Not even talking.
It's not even crazy.
Crazy Corey is quiet.
You're
Corey.
way more crazy.
Hey, fuck off, pal.
Yeah.
I'm sitting here enjoying my food and you're fucking screaming at me.
Why are you doing that bus? Why are you doing that bus, you idiot?
I was expecting Corey to be like, "Ah!"
Okay, Chris, this sucks. Chris, you be crazy. I'm sitting here.
Okay, you're sitting there.
I'm on my iPhone.
What are you looking at? Playing Tetris?
Cool.com. Looking
Okay.
at my face.
I walk in. Ah, fucking nigger!
Shut up. Hey, shut up.
You little shit! What are you doing with that? Give me that!
Oh, really? Get away from you, idiot.
Oh my god! That
What?
reminds me
What?
of a crazy person. Me and Shad. We
Oh,
were,
yeah.
We were at Aldi's.
Yeah.
And I was just sitting there talking to Shad. We were talking about potential porn we'd draw later or something. And we were laughing. And then this fucking old guy who had already bought his food. He looked like fucking Doc Brown mixed with the dude from Curb Your Enthusiasm.
Larry David?
Yeah, he looked like Larry David mixed with Doc Brown. He turns around. He's like, "You motherfucker, you motherfucker!" And then he fucking walks away screaming, "You motherfucker!"
What?
And Shad was just like,
At you guys?
Shad was just like pointing. He's like, "Hey!" And then he like looked at me and said, "And I was like, what was that?" He's like, "I don't know." do you know him? And I'm like, no, dude. And he was outside, like, fucking slamming his cart against the fucking... I was scared
Do you
to go
ever
outside.
want people to think you're a maniac just because they see like something that you do by accident in public? Like you're like, oh fuck, people think I'm a psycho. And when you're like you're thinking of a grocery list, or you're talking to the grocery list and quietly under your breath, and someone sees you like, oh fucking psycho, and they go away or whatever. Let me give you an example. Like a couple weeks ago, I was you ever see somebody but like but not until you're really close to it, and you're walking with your head down, you look up and there's somebody there, you're like, ah. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I was walking at like 8 p.m. And I was walking up from our office to our house, and there was a black lady at nighttime. And I was not even gonna make an obvious joke where I was like, oh yeah, one of her eyes, their teeth, because I saw her body, but I didn't see her. I was walking, and I didn't see her right until I was close to her. I went, I overreacted way too much, and then I was like, oh my god, she probably thinks I'm a huge asshole and racist. So then I just pretended to have a twitch. I kept going, ugh. I kept doing that. I did it for like a whole mile because I thought she was staring at me. I was like, oh, I'd rather be a psycho like than a racist. You know what I mean?
Exactly like that's
Yeah.
you know what that time when you're like walking by and then someone's walking towards you and then you fucking go the exact direction they go.
Oh yeah, you step to the
I've
left, you
done
step
that
to the
like
left.
6 fucking times.
And they
I
step
walked
to the right, you step to the right,
Dunkin's,
they
and this
step
guy
to the
had
left, and you
coffee,
step
and
to
I
the
was
left.
like this and fucking going around him. And then afterwards I was like, oh, like that to him. And he just looked back at me like I've done that so many times.
Yeah, people think you're a fucking maniac.
But it's like everyone, it's like you go there, everyone, it's weird because it's like you're not used to going in the opposite direction everyone else goes. When somebody comes towards
I always go by like the road system. I always take to the right.
When someone comes towards you, the first fucking thing you do is always go this way. And everyone always
The
goes
left, you
this
mean.
fucking way.
Yeah, no,
So
you-
it's
yeah.
like, and then you go this way, and then they go that way.
I always go. I always
There's
do
a
it on
video
roads.
element, I think.
It's like you go to the left, and they always go to the right.
No, I always go to. I always stick on the right hand side because I thought you followed the road system, right?
Yeah.
Where they walk.
I never do that because I'm a fucking crazy person.
You walk in the left. You drive in the wrong hand lane, Corey.
There's this little thing that you can do, and a lot of girls do it, I think, where you make this little, like, you point with your hands, and you kind of make this little, almost like a diving thing, where
I
you,
can't
like,
do that.
You kind of shimmy, like, you indicate which
Guys
direction.
would get the fist fight. That's what he did to me. If I did that, they'd hit me. I get punched in the fucking nose so fast by somebody with a backwards hat.
I play chicken. I play walking chicken.
What do you mean?
Just run them over.
Like we keep if somebody's walking towards me, I just won't stop. I'm gonna make him.
Oh yeah, you're gonna make him divert.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the dominance.
I lumber.
I'm alpha mailing him.
I lumber like someone with Down syndrome. I'm just like a fucking gorilla trying to find his way.
You've been acting out this entire podcast.
Corey, people are gonna hear footsteps and you getting quiet. That's all they're gonna hear.
I'm
Yeah,
lumbering
sorry.
like a gorilla.
He did a gorilla.
He walks with his legs spread, holding his arms dangling.
There's something I wanted to talk about that I wrote down.
Wait, while we're on the topic of crazy old ladies, can I just ask Zach one question?
Yeah.
Do you remember Maggie Hurley?
Who?
Do you remember you visited Wexford?
Yes, I did. I visited Ireland. Yeah.
Well, do you remember when you used to walk up the street every day? We go to Tesco and there'd be a fat 400-pound old lady
You
on
told
the
me that. You
sidewalk.
told me that. But I only saw her once.
You saw her once.
Yeah, I saw her like rolling around, fucking absorbing gravel and stuff.
She's a national treasure. Okay.
Okay.
She's like 500 pounds and she's 3 foot high, and she sings "I'm Nobody's Child" every time you're in the town. She's like, "I'm nobody's child," and people throw coins at her.
Really?
Yeah. At one time we had a parade and she started walking in front of it, and everyone was like, "Yeah!" It was the best parade ever.
I just want to tell us one last story. It's on the subject of old people. So this happened like yesterday. Now and I were walking somewhere. It was down the road, and I saw this old man.
Oh yeah, the
yeah.
dude you fucking tackled in the middle of the road.
Yeah, I broke his head. His head turned to the dust. No, but I was walking with Lyle, and this old man stuck his hand out. He kept shaking, and I was like, he's shaking his hand. And my friend Jeff, I said, Jeff, if you see somebody doing this, what's your first instinct?
Move your head.
I don't know.
This.
I guess give him money.
Yeah, exactly. So I was like, so I don't have any change, and he kept doing it. I kind of avoided him, and it turns out he was holding 2 pieces of candy. This fucking like 80-year-old man was trying to give Lyle like candy, and I was like, oh, thank you, sir. He took the candy, and I was like, oh no, this fucking old dude was like, this old dude was like doing this nice deed for this. My argument is this.
Realistically, what is the likeliness of some old fart handing you some fucking licorice?
But it was York Mints. But here's my argument, right? This dude is like 88. He's seen 88 years of people being pieces of shit. Like, he's seen 88 years of how horrible the world could be. And for no reason, he didn't have to.
Zach.
He decided to give two young kids
Zach,
who could have been assholes candy.
You're playing off your ignorance. There's no fucking way. Put
No,
your
the fact that he didn't say anything, he was like some incoherent old man. I was
Yeah,
like,
but
oh.
dude, you can't just walk up to somebody with your fucking hand out. The first thing someone thinks, the colloquial thing people think is like, oh, this guy wants money.
No, but the fact that he was giving me something, I was like, I don't have any money. Get the, you fucking get away
Zach,
from me.
what is the most likeliest thing? That the old man had fucking candy?
I just felt so bad though. I was like, dude, that guy did not have to do that. He could have been like, if anybody can live 88 years like that or however old he is and still not be a piece of shit, then you know.
That's a situation where it's like seeing someone over the counter, right? And he's just been really shitty to you, and he's just like you're like, okay, for instance, you never look at this guy,
Yeah.
you just see him over the counter, and he's been really slow, and you're just like, what's taking you so fucking long? It's like, I've been sitting here for 30 minutes. It's like, oh, I'm sorry, sir. And then he walks over the counter, and he has these little fucking wooden legs that are like fucking like breaking and shit. And you realize that you were making fun of like the fucking guy with wooden legs.
Well,
That would make, but that's the same situation.
I guess my logic is like it wasn't even the fact it was a regular
didn't
guy
know.
like piece of shit, but the guy is so old. He's probably has like a year left, dude.
Yeah, but you didn't know, Zach.
It does. I don't know. It was one of those
You
things.
can't feel like shit because of something you didn't know.
I totally feel like shit.
Well, you shouldn't, because that's silly. Okay,
like
I've been
porn.
trying to say this. This is something that's always been kind of on the back of my mind. You know how they have like Kids Bop 50, Kids
Yes.
Bop 58?
Yeah.
I don't even know what that is. What is Kids Bop?
Kids Bop, Zach knows.
Kids
Kids
Bop.
Bop.
Kids
Bop.
Bop, they basically sing pop songs, or like popular songs at the time, and they do kid lyrics. So,
They changed the lyrics.
Yeah,
Yes,
they'll
yes.
do like DMX or they'll do like
Zach,
Slipknot.
they do like, they take songs that are like profusely about fucking girls and fat asses,
Oh,
and
yeah.
they change them to like eating ice cream and having cotton candy. But the thing is,
So Cole, you make up your own song, like a really dirty song. I'll give you the Kids Bop version.
so it's like, get that ass, slap that ass.
So this would be like, get that
ass.
pizza, get that pizza,
That's
pizza.
Okay.
But it's like the thing is,
Where is this air on the Disney Channel?
no, this is things they release for Christian wholesome families to listen to while their kids. But it's like, what if the parents were sitting there, you know,
fucked up.
listen to Gospel John, switching through the radio stations, and then they're like, oh, I know this rhythm, and they start listening to like fucking butts and slapping asses, and it's like. Haven't Kids Bop got sued for fucking taking lyrics and changing them by like Christian wholesome families? 'Cause the only people who fucking buy that are those kinds of families.
These are-
That Christian family that wouldn't let me watch Harry Potter. They had like fucking Kids Bop 1 through 38. Like they were long from the long haul, and they like had all the Kids Bops from like the fucking 90s.
I
to
had a Christian friend go to his house. He's like, yo, I want to watch my tail and Kids Bop. Eat some carrot sticks and grape juice.
Yeah, but it's
I was like, get the fuck away from me, you freak. I kick it in the shins.
yeah, but it's like. It just fascinates me how they're still making fucking Kids Bop, and they're still taking pop songs, which are like the music now is just like this droning fucking beats about.
They
fucking
took that one song, "Fuck Me Till My Pussy Bleeds," and turned it to "Give Me a Haircut, Make It Nice and Neat."
Jeff, tell us your story.
No, Jeff's story is about Silent Hill and getting like.
No,
No.
high school,
It's a different one.
What about school?
Oh.
high school, Billy.
You can yell at
bad
me if you want
children.
during it. Yeah, it's a story about bad children. Yeah, when I was in high school, there was this thing they used to do with kids who had in-school detention. Basically, my school district was becoming overcrowded, and they were building the middle school. So every kid went from 1st to 6th grade, and then 7th to 12th in the high school.
Really?
Holy shit.
Before the
That's
middle school.
weird.
Once the middle school was built, they cut out 6th through 8th. And
Yeah,
then
that's
they
how
went
it's supposed to be.
the-
That's how it usually is.
But before that, basically, just to tell you a little bit, like backtrack. Yeah, I went to 6th grade. I went to 7th for the high school. Then I went back to 8th for the middle school because it was finished finally, and then I went back to high school from 9th.
It's very bizarre.
It was bizarre. But anyway, the point being, when I got there in 7th grade, the high school was very overcrowded. It was 7th through 12th. There was no spare room for any. All these delinquents in my area misbehaved, and they wanted to give these kids in-school detention. They're like, what the fuck do we do with these little assholes? We can't... Typically, you'd stick them in like a spare classroom.
Yeah.
But there were none. So their solution, this is what they did. This is like the first day. This is like the first day of school. They take us out back behind the high school, and they're like, "Now, children, if you're gonna misbehave, this is where you're gonna go." And they walk us over, and there's this there was this blood red school bus up on cinder blocks, right? It's like a bus, but it's painted like it's like rusty blood red. There's not a spot of yellow on it. It's like a bus from like the 60s. It's up on these cinder blocks. And all the windows are whitewashed out. You can't see in or out of the bus.
Are you fucking serious?
And then like they're like, "Go on, check it out." And they send us up the stairs into this fucking bus, and all the seats were ripped out, and they put in all these shitty little desks from like I swear, the decor of the inside of this bus hasn't changed since like the fucking 70s or whatever. And this is where all these kids go when they misbehave. They have to sit in this fucking bus all day. And they can't look out the windows. It's like light can get
It's
into
like
the
fucking prison,
whitewashing.
dude.
That's like something you'd see in, you know that movie Matilda, where like
Yeah.
no,
it's
that's
creepy.
eerie.
It's creepy as fuck. I
Yeah.
want to like illustrate a children's book based on this or something, but it was just the creepiest fucking thing. But then the next year when the middle school was finished, they sent the bus off to the junkyard. But I think it was there for a long
Oh
time.
my god.
I'm gonna tell you my story. Okay, so we used to have a clubhouse when I lived in the woods with my sister, and I built it up. Like
Wait, you lived in the woods?
Yeah, I was gonna say.
That sounds about right. What?
we lived on.
You lived in the fucking trees,
It
Corey.
was like the woods / like a field, like 15 acres. So there's like a wood area and a fucking like.
You
land
lived in the
with-
woods, or you lived in a house, a regular house within the
It was
woods?
like here's a house and here's like a long trail up to the woods, and then there used to be this woodland area where there was like this like old barn,
Right.
which me and my sister like fixed up and we made into our clubhouse. And then one day, like my dad was really mad at us one day. I guess because we didn't spend enough attention with us because we were hanging out in the clubhouse. He fucking went to the clubhouse and burned it down
What?
when we were asleep.
What the fuck?
Inside the clubhouse?
He burned it. Like he just went in there and fucking put all the oil around and burned it down.
You say while you were asleep in the clubhouse, or while you were asleep at the house?
In the house.
Oh.
Obviously, it would.
He was so jealous.
Yeah. I told you it was crazy. But he would never remember that. I'm like, Dad, you remember when he burned down our clubhouse? He'd be like, I never fucking did anything like that. You're crazy.
I'm trying to think the craziest thing my dad ever did. I don't think it was anything that crazy.
Did he ever try to kiss you? We didn't want it.
No.
What would you have done,
No,
Jeff?
I never did that. No,
What would
nothing.
you do? He's like, listen,
Nothing
Jeff,
gay.
Jeff, what if when you're like 12 or 13, he's like, listen, Jeff, you know, you're getting up there in age, and you know,
Yeah.
you're gonna meet a girl eventually. I just want you to be a good kisser by the time you get to with a girl, so let's practice kissing. It won't be gay, it won't be sexual, I just want to practice kissing you.
My dad had too much fun scaring the shit out of me, basically.
well, that's pretty scary.
Intimidating me.
My dad used to have this plastic skeleton, which he called Old Boney, and he used to like fucking talk about how Old Boney. It was like one of those like things that you see at like high school
Did he-
skeleton
did he-
thing.
Corey, was it a real skeleton, or are you sure
No,
it
it
was
was
plastic?
fake. It was a fake yellow like plastic fucking like
Cackling
presenting
guy.
skeleton that you show kids at science class and stuff.
Did he teach you the birds and the bees with Old Boney?
No. He used to be
Old
like
Boney's gonna teach you how to
he
bone.
told me that Old Boney used to be real, but he was like an escaped convict, so his like spirit still haunts the skeleton. He used to tell me that and fucking scare the shit out of my sister
That is
because
scary.
one night he had the skeleton on like a fucking like one of those like things they hang on and shit, and he stuck like little metal rods to his fucking hand, and the skeleton, he made the skeleton come in doing this shit like on a fucking like roller thing,
Walking like
Ah,
Frankenstein.
sleep.
Okay.
No, it was like on a roller. He just had the fucking hands like this, and you're just like like that over the bed. One night, like he used to do that kind of shit. Is that what your dad did?
My dad told
Like that kind
my
of
dad told my
torment?
little
Well-
cousins who were like 7 or 6, they were girls. He told them Santa Claus was shot down by a bazooka. The military saw him and shot him down, and they fucking cried. This was
Ball
on
your eyes
Christmas.
out.
This is on Christmas, dude. I don't know why I did that. That was hilarious, though.
My dad left me home one day alone, and he came back and he decided to pretend like he was trying to break into the house. So he started banging on the door and shaking it, and like
God,
for like 10 minutes, like I almost was ready to grab his gun. I didn't know.
holy shit!
What if you did?
What?
What if you
fucking
did?
Shot through the door.
He never really. I would have been guessing how to use it because he never really taught me how to use
Jesus.
his shotgun that well. But yeah, it was. I was actually. I was frozen like a deer. I didn't know what the fuck to
You
do.
get up a shotgun, you fucking blow your head off. He's like, "Ha, I got you." Opens the door.
Could have done
That's a
that.
big gamble for a little giggle or gaggle.
He was a funny one.
That's what I'm telling you.
You know,
Your dads don't care. They tell you spooky stories.
Dads
and then-
don't care?
Then they fucking like come in with a scary skeleton sticking its hand out when you're trying to sleep in a big room, and then you tell your dad yesterday what happened. And he's just like, that never happened. That never happened. Like, smiling. And he's just like, why the fuck is this?
Jeff, were you done your story with about your dad?
Oh yeah, I don't know, but that doesn't end the story of what. Yeah, basically, yeah. And then he finally came in. And he's like, funny, and
Oh my god.
like, yeah, that was hilarious.
Somebody
got me.
Sorry.
Go ahead.
Somebody did that to me once, and it was when I was living with my boyfriend at the time, and basically his mom was downstairs or something trying to scare off like coyotes in the backyard. So she was like, she had a bat in her hands, but she was hitting like the door frame or something to make noise and scare him away. But to us, it sounded like somebody was smashing down the door. And so instantly, like, you're completely asleep. You're like an REM, like, you're completely out of it when you wake up. But you're like instantly freaking out because there's this loud noise.
It's a horrible feeling to wake up out of fear.
Yeah, like fear instantly when you wake up, right? So you're like, holy shit, what's going on? And you like try and assess the situation, but like you have no idea. And there's loud noises. It sounds like they might already be inside, kind of thing, if they're like trying to break in. And so my boyfriend at the time, instead of like
being brave, heroic,
shoves me aside and hides in the closet.
Really?
Yeah, and just leaves me in the hallway.
Room for one.
And I'm like,
room for one, yeah.
Seems like every person alive should be put through a test like this to see what their true colors are.
yeah. Long story short, we are no longer dating.
Have you ever had a situation where, I don't know if this has happened to anyone, but you can't really explain it, but you swear to fuck you heard it. Like, you swear you heard it. Like, you're kind of sitting there, you're either really tired or you're just sort of dozing off. You don't want to fall asleep, and you know you're going to fall asleep. So you're like watching TV or something, and it's really quiet, and you just like rest your head down, and your eyes are closed and everything, and you're not thinking. And then, I swear, like, you suddenly hear something say like, hey Corey, or hey, wake up. Just real quick. Just you swear you hear
Corey,
someone say.
You have schizophrenia, Corey, you're dying.
No, it
it
sounds fucking crazy, but like it happened at the office a few times. Like I was sitting on the couch, just sitting there, and I swear to God, I was like dozing off, and someone was like, "Hey, wake up!" And I was just like, I was up, like I was just like, okay, I can't go to sleep now because I was just terrified.
I fell asleep.
I can't explain it, but I swear to God, it sounds like someone just says it, and instantly you're.
I think I have it a couple times. One time I was sleeping on this couch, and Chris, Niall, and my girlfriend were playing. What's that game called? PT.
Yeah.
When I was sleeping, I was sound asleep. I was totally fine. But I guess the for those who don't know, it's like a game on what is it, PS3, 4? Yeah, it's like a spooky game where you walk through a hallway. It's the new Silent Hill demo. But I was sound asleep. I was dreaming of daisies, and the character jumped out on the screen, and they all screamed at once, all four of them in unison. And like I didn't just wake up, I had adrenaline. It was like the weirdest thing. I felt like it was your adrenaline shot to my fucking toes. It was the weirdest thing ever.
That's what happened to me. I swear to God, it's like it would be like if a sound, if a sound was just like.
Yeah.
And then it just stops.
It's like a movie.
That's exactly what it was like. It was like, hey, wake up. And then you're just awake. And you're just
Corey,
like,
your fucking room used to do that shit to me all the time. You know what? You had that glass in your ceiling. It would fucking fall down and smash on the floor in the middle of the night. I think people are throwing bricks through your window. I'd fucking scream, sit up in my bed, run over to Zach, see what the fuck's going on. I'd be like, what the fuck's going on? And then I scared Zach by doing that, and he'd wake up and be
He'd
like,
scream because it's like, so he's like, no, you're like, what the fuck? The sun wakes somebody up. It's like you're especially if you ever woke up from like a dream after like a regular good sleep, and you wake up from a dream, you still feel like you're dreaming for like a good 20 minutes afterwards. You feel like you're in that weird state of mind.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. You're like, like if you have like a dream that even especially it happens if you have a dream that relates to the house you were in. So it's like if you had a dream that took place in your living room, you kind of feel weird when you walk downstairs to the living room or whatever.
dude, I hated that room.
Yeah. So it's like some of that. So Chris walked in going, Zach, there's someone smashing. I was like, what are you? I was still trying to like process. I wasn't dreaming anymore. And he's screaming. So yeah.
It's also like that time I woke up with the fucking siren and the train at the same time.
What?
Did I ever tell you?
Oh yeah, no, yes, tell what happened.
Did I already tell that in the podcast?
I don't tell it again if you did. Fuck people if they already heard it.
Go
cry, you bitch.
Basically, I was in bed, and you know when we lived next to the train station at the old house? Mm-hmm. So in the morning, every fucking hour, I'd go, one day I left my window open, and we also lived next to the fire station, so every like few days we go.
The nuclear siren, like a tornado siren.
And the night before, I watched the fucking Nuke movie with Zach.
Which was it?
It was the one with the fucking scary imagery.
Oh, the day after?
Yeah,
that's a good movie, by the way.
But fucking in the morning, it was just like, and I was just like, fucking scared the shit out of me. Fuck you.
That was the Crazy Scissor Lady. Join us next time on Sleepycast. I have to go to the doctor. My piss looks like guacamole for some reason. Goodbye. This is a Sleepycast Lost episode. The Drunken Idiocy Hour, featuring Stamper, Spaz Kid, and Niall. My name is Captain Dickhead. I'm not gay, but I've always wanted to push my dick hole up against another man's dick hole and pee into his body.
Hello. Alright, so this is propped on the table, so we can't even bump the table. See?
Okay.
See that? Can't do that.
Yeah.
Do that.
Niall,
Watch your big gorilla feet, Corey.
do I have big feet?
Alright, let's have some fun, gentlemen.
Niall.
Welcome to Sleepycast. I am here with
Stamper TV.
Stamper TV.
Corey Spaz Key.
Do it again. I interrupted you.
Welcome to Sleepycast. I'm Niall and I'm here with Stamper TV
It's Stamper TV.
and Corey Spaz Kid.
Corey Spaz Kid.
Yeah, you can
We're just
repeat
saying our names.
Yeah, we're just repeating the names in case they didn't hear it the first time.
Sweet, dude.
And this is the official cast. They're just shooting shit.
Well, yeah, that's what it's about.
We're gonna shoot the shit about random things. We didn't have any topics planned.
Yeah, right.
We don't actually have any fucking
This is probably the first podcast where we have like literally
Don't touch the table, man.
good topic.
This is
Let's
probably
talk
the
about
first-
knocking the tables around.
Talk about touching the table.
But this is the first podcast I think that we have like nothing. We don't even know what we're going to talk about. So this is like as
We didn't know
natural-
this is going to be an episode.
Yeah, we just sat down and said let's do a podcast. So this is as natural as
This
it gets.
actually hasn't happened till the first episode.
Yeah.
Alright, so here's an idea, gentlemen.
Yes.
We have a moment of silence, and the first person to have a legitimate topic, just shoot it out, alright? But we have to be quiet for at least 10 seconds to think of a legitimate topic. Corey, not just some random shit.
'Cause I was going to say topic. Okay, let's do the 10 second.
Like Pillsbury?
Yeah, that's the first thing
It's
that came up.
delicious.
Pillsbury.
Pillsbury. That's
Pillsbury.
No,
we
10
gotta get to
seconds.
10 seconds.
We're not-
We'll think of something better than Pillsbury. Let me tell you.
Alright, 10
All right,
seconds.
10 seconds.
10 seconds.
Yo, man, I'm still with Pillsbury.
Let's talk about Pillsbury.
All the thing I was thinking about this 10.
Hey, okay, so fucking cinnamon buns are good. God damn.
No, let's talk
We're
about
better than
actual
shit.
like Pillsbury. Like,
Okay, wait, I got an idea. All right, so it's recently come to my attention that the grand majority of our fan base, probably a good 90 to 95%, are males. So why don't we do a female-oriented show where we talk about female stuff?
So what do we know about? Okay, period pads. What's your opinion? I don't know. I don't have
tampons, period pads.
Stop.
Wait,
Stop.
Are you
Stop.
more of a tampon guy or a period?
Stop?
That's insensitive.
Stop.
What is
That's
this?
insensitive.
Is this a
What? Why is that insensitive?
Let me tell
Girls
you
aren't
something.
all,
Wait, let me tell
girls
you
aren't all
something.
about periods, Niall.
I know, but
Have you ever heard of princesses and unicorns?
Wait, listen. Okay, I just need to defend myself here because I'm not saying that girls are all about periods. I'm saying the only thing to distinguish males and females is if females have a period. We're all the same. We're all one. That's okay. I defended myself.
Babies come from
I think
butts.
I did something good.
Babies come from butts, Niall.
No, why?
Men have
I don't
butts.
understand why you went on this tangent about tampons when we all know babies come from butts.
Women are strong and powerful and individual and
when they're in bed.
Corey, you
Gamergate.
ruined a sentimental moment. Oh, let's not even get into that shit.
Okay, so the female topic. Well, it's fucking better than cinnamon buns. God,
Dude, whatever. If we're doing a female-oriented thing, let's talk about females and how they're well, you know what? You know what's
you better watch your mouth, man.
I can't
You know
stop.
what I hate about females?
Well, I don't know what
No,
you're
we get-
gonna about.
No,
to
I
talk
was gonna
about.
say we were discussing it, but we were gonna say how chicks take forever to get to a point of something when they're on topic about something.
Oh,
like
yeah.
they'll beat around the bush till there's no bush left, and
That's
then
'cause
they'll
they're-
finally get to the meat.
Unless some of them do have bushes.
It's because they're emotional creatures, man.
Well, I understand that, but it's like when a guy's saying something, it's like you say, a guy's like, "Oh shit, dude, I stubbed my foot today and it fucking sucked. I like fucked my knee up." And you're like, "Yeah, I understand."
Yeah, it sucks.
and then
Yeah, that's having
a
a-
girl would open it up and she'd be like, I already was having such a horrible day when I woke up. I woke up knowing that today was going to be horrible because I had to go shopping later.
My favorite pen was out of ink, and then I went downstairs, and there was clothes in the dryer, and then.
And then you're like, and then you stub your foot. And you're like, no. The worst part, I forgot my makeup. I had to go back upstairs. You're like, no, you just started the fucking story over.
Girls do that I noticed was they always talk about like